So here we go. Game number 1 between Cortex and CaLiBuRT3K. Cortex on Snake, CaLiBuRT3K on Richter, and they're going Battlefield. Back and forth start. Cortex getting that Nikita in there. A little cheeky move by him, but it works out. CaLiBuRT3K, good pressure at the ledge. Trying to keep Cortex from making it back, but it's not going to work out for him. Cortex will make it safely. Does, however, get caught by that holy water into side smash. CaLiBuRT3K, nice job by him capitalizing in a big way and taking the early lead. Up tilt from Cortex as a response, but look at the extra credit CaLiBuRT3K was able to build. And look at this damage off the respawn! And CaLiBuRT3K just destroys Cortex off the top of the map! Cortex is getting a little aggressive. After CaLiBuRT3K's respawn, and he tries to challenge respawn and vulnerability. And just like that, CaLiBuRT3K has a massive lead. And he is definitely not struggling to deal with Cortex's Snake at the moment. Cortex already over 100 on this final stock. He doesn't quite get killed off the top, but he's definitely sweating big time right now. And it looks like CaLiBuRT3K is going to take this first game, barring an insane comeback from Cortex. Cypher giving Cortex armor, keeping him alive for just a little longer. Oh, he's going to miss the ledge with that air dodge, and CaLiBuRT3K will take game number 1. And I definitely don't expect Cortex to stick with Snake. There are some definite flaws in his Snake game, and CaLiBuRT3K is not somebody you can just pull out and disrespect Snake pick on. So this time Cortex will swap over to Banjo and Kazooie. And CaLiBuRT3K will of course stick with Richter. Cortex, good edge guard there with the grenade. Tries to go for another one, but CaLiBuRT3K able to avoid it that time and get back on stage safely. However, a really strong start for Cortex right now. Another egg at the ledge, excuse me, and the side smash to finish off the first stock. Nice stock from Cortex. Really good start for him, taking him 30 seconds. Goes for that side B. CaLiBuRT3K is able to avoid it that time. Now Cortex just racking up a ton of extra credit. CaLiBuRT3K doesn't seem to quite know how to deal with Banjo. He is really struggling at the moment. Finally giving himself a little bit of breathing room, but he gets that side smash at the ledge. So as soon as I say that, CaLiBuRT3K of course turns things around a little bit and does manage to take a stock, and now going on a little bit of a run. Side B from Cortex, getting a lot of pressure on CaLiBuRT3K at the ledge. Even though CaLiBuRT3K safely on the stage for a moment there, he's certainly not feeling safe because Cortex is just constantly in his face at the moment. Good side stretch from CaLiBuRT3K, taking Cortex down again, but Cortex responding in kind, and it sets up potential last hit situation in the second game. They're both down to their final stock, and they are dead even at the moment. Cortex, nice little combo there, finishing off with the forward air. Cortex tops it out. Quite a few eggs here, using that egg grenade as well. Cortex juggling CaLiBuRT3K now, starting to run away with this. CaLiBuRT3K at 134%, nearly gets killed by the Feather Dash, but he does have really good DI in response, and he's staying alive for now, but 154%. I think Cortex has pretty much wrapped this one up. And he will get it done with another side B. He takes CaLiBuRT3K down, and he evens the setup at 1 game apiece. Cortex definitely looking really strong with the bird and the bear. And I am really happy to see somebody doing good with Banjo because, well, I'm just so happy that he's in Smash at all. I think he's a relatively balanced character. Certainly good enough for competitive play, I think. Cortex not feeling comfortable enough with winning with Banjo-Kazooie. He's going to swap over to Pac-Man. Go to Pokemon Stadium 2 for this third game. Definitely a zoner's paradise. Although, when both characters are zoners, who really has the advantage? Cortex in a bad spot. He eats that side smash instead of trying to jump off the ledge. This time he tries to jump off the ledge. CaLiBuRT3K reads him with the axe, so Cortex probably getting a little flustered right now, not really having a way to get back on stage safely, and CaLiBuRT3K controlling the pace of the battle in the early going here. But now Cortex suddenly getting things back under control. It gets the kill with the side smash plus the fire hydrant for good measure. Cortex has this lead, looking for some extra credit. And he's finding quite a bit of it. CaLiBuRT3K suddenly having his own struggles here. Cortex, good response to Axe, just kicking it away. Oh my goodness, the DI somehow surviving that forward air. Cortex just expertly dodging these projectiles off stage, but eventually he does get caught by an Axe, and CaLiBuRT3K is able to stop the bleeding for now, evening things up at 2 stocks apiece, but Cortex has that 47% lead. That's certainly nothing to sneeze at. Cortex holds on to his bonus route until he gets that key. He has to parry his own fire hydrant, but nice awareness by him, making sure he doesn't get knocked around by his own creation. CaLiBuRT3K, meanwhile, struggling a little bit here. 120% now. Cortex trying to use the bell plus the fire hydrant to his advantage, but it doesn't work out. But CaLiBuRT3K still taking so much damage right now, and Cortex maybe starting to run away with this as CaLiBuRT3K in a bad situation and unable to recover. A little bit of a mistake on his part even. CaLiBuRT3K, good response. Managing to kill Cortex off the top with that down special into up special. So nice job by him, stopping the bleeding yet again and looking to even things up as we go down into the final stretch here in this third game. CaLiBuRT3K has to avoid that fire hydrant in the last second. Unable to connect with his holy water, but still getting a lot of damage and a lot of mileage out of his whip. Good side smash as well. It's another side smash combined with the holy water, and Cortex starting to slip. This is coming down to a last-hit situation as CaLiBuRT3K tries to charge up that side smash, but Cortex able to buy some time to charge up his bonus fruit, but neither of those things are going to come to fruition. Cortex again gets the stun with that bell, but he's unable to pick it up, and he's unable to get any follow-up off of it as well. They're both over 100% now. CaLiBuRT3K at 133. He had the momentum, but it's starting to slip away from him now as Cortex using that side tilt to get that fire hydrant and get pressure on CaLiBuRT3K from halfway across the stage. Another fire hydrant comes out, and CaLiBuRT3K does go down. Nice job by Cortex to secure the win in game 3. Certainly got hairy down the stretch, but Cortex managing to come out on top. So Cortex goes up 2-1 as we head into game number 4. And that one was certainly super exciting. I definitely think CaLiBuRT3K can bounce back and force game 5. All these games have been relatively close. Although the first one was kind of lopsided in CaLiBuRT3K's favor. But definitely games 2 and 3 have come down to the wire. And they're just going to run it straight back. No changes here. Cortex and CaLiBuRT3K fighting for a spot in grand finals. CaLiBuRT3K trying to stave off a loss here and force game 5. CaLiBuRT3K already up to 99%. I looked away for a few seconds here, and Cortex just laying down a beating on him to start off this 4th game. He wants a spot in grand finals. He can definitely smell prize money right now. Now keep in mind, like, getting the grand finals guarantees you at least 10 bucks. So this match is huge for these guys because they definitely both want the money. CaLiBuRT3K trying to stop the bleeding. Nice snipe by Cortex with the apple. Clears out a landing spot for him as he gets back to stage. But CaLiBuRT3K rallying a little bit here, staying alive at 152% and starting to close the gap percent-wise. Battling at the ledge, but it's going to be CaLiBuRT3K coming out on top in that exchange. He's tossing out the axes. Cortex just barely avoiding that second one, but a good back air from CaLiBuRT3K gives him more of a chance to set up a wall of projectiles here. Cortex going to be able to recover. Pac-Man has so many good recovery options. But man, this is suddenly getting really close to this first stock, but Cortex is finally going to secure that first kill. CaLiBuRT3K, however, not too far behind, should be able to even things up pretty quickly. As long as he plays smart, he goes for the up special kill, not quite going to find it, but good down special, spiking Cortex off the top of the stage, but CaLiBuRT3K not able to find any follow-up off of it. So Cortex still hanging around here for just a little bit longer on this first stock, and CaLiBuRT3K struggling to take it. Cortex just hanging on to this first stock, building his lead bit by bit, getting some nice extra cut in on CaLiBuRT3K, and it's really starting to add up as he's already over 50%, but finally CaLiBuRT3K able to catch Cortex with that up special and evens things back up at 2 stocks apiece. But Cortex immediately off the respawn. Look at that damage. Chasing CaLiBuRT3K to the edge of the stage. Throws out the Galaxian. Not able to get a combo off of it. Gets a second hit with the Galaxian, but again, no combo. But still, look at that damage. And it doesn't matter if Cortex is getting a consistent combo. He's still getting a consistent amount of damage. And CaLiBuRT3K suddenly down to his final stock. So Cortex, unless something crazy happens, CaLiBuRT3K looks like he's done in this game. And Cortex has done enough so far to secure this. But you can never say never. And CaLiBuRT3K is certainly not out of this yet. But Cortex looking unstoppable at the moment. Cortex now just playing really aggressive around this ledge. Just may come back to bite him as CaLiBuRT3K gets that holy water, but Cortex able to break out. Nice armor from that side B. Cortex still applying pressure to CaLiBuRT3K. CaLiBuRT3K nearly sails right past the ledge there, and he's trying desperately to make this a game. He's so desperate to force game 5. Can he get it done? Cortex just somehow armoring through the axes. I didn't even know the trampoline gives you armor, and he's gonna get it done. Cortex will punch a ticket to grand finals, and CaLiBuRT3K will drop down to the losers bracket. So I thought for sure CaLiBuRT3K was going to be able to force a game 5, but still a really good performance from Cortex as he moves on